Check.
Sipping on no corny ass bitch. Pop a pill like Kodak, I glitch for the twitch. Cup stay dirty like I'm pulling up in Flint. I might need some roids just to hold up my wrist.
Yo. Okay. What's going on? This is going for new highs. Okay. Let me show you. This is what we want to do. New high. This is what you want to do on the NASDAQ right now. I'm going to tell you right now. Basically like this, right? It's a shitty R, but... Wait for the pullback here. So we just gained this level, right? So they're going to test that.
Wrapping up the set with Suicide Boys. Right now, let's get into some music that seems to hit you at this time of day. Starting with Chase Beckham.
Simple as my mama said when I was very young.
She told me not to worry, son, one day you'll be someone. But here I am at 21, as loaded as a stagecoach shotgun. I'm sorry, mama, please don't look at me. When I got to Oklahoma, I was 17. My papa taught me how to work, and Lord, he was mean. Working all day in that August heat, and he taught me how to fish. My uncle taught me how to drink.
Okay.
Well, I went to California and I had me a band, and we played in all the bars and all the southern lands. We played all night and we drank for free, all of my boys and me.
Interesting. Anyways, sorry, I was looking at something. You more or less want that as an overall for the NASDAQ right now. It's going for the new highs, right? So, but that's a pretty like super loose stop. You know, it's pretty super easy here what's going down. We only have like an hour left in the day, roughly. Should continue up. It might be kind of slow here. Honestly, bro, I should just be trading earlier in the day, but I have no fucking time, dude. This gets really slow here. What do we got here? Failure here. We want to enter here. Right? That's where we want to enter. Looks like come down. Right there. Lord, I know. Okay. Should we short it back down? So not 24. I'm hesitant to short it when it's in an uptrend. And I know it's coming here. But I think it's going to come down. We can take a short. Let's do, there you go. Let's take a short. Indicator name. There's no indicators. Not really. The one that draws lines is called Polytrends. It's $250 a month. Camera quality shit. What's that? The camera quality is at... Look, camera quality is maxed out, bro. I don't know. Maxed out, bro. Yeah, and then the other indicators just show me the sessions, that's all. What lot size? I use 10 lots. It's $1 million account. It's not really much. My logic here is just this, really, right? This is all I'm looking for right now. That's all I'm looking for the short. Failed to make a new high. I'm going to put my stop behind this level here. Right? Because we lost that level. Right down. And then I want to take a long here, right? So that's the only reason, the only confluence I have is I want to be starting long here. So I'm hoping that they come down for the rest of the day. Right? Like this kind of. Explain gold. Yeah. Oh, we ride. So you want to look at the high time frames, eh? Okay, let's look at the high time frames. Down or up on the higher time frame? Well, monthly tells you up, right? Because there's monthly just tells you it's fucking soaring is what it tells you, really. Monthly tells you incredibly up, okay? Weekly tells you up. There might be some resistance here, which it currently is rejecting off of, right? Just because it tells you up doesn't mean you should be buying right now, though. You would be an imbecile to buy the very top, right? Like, here's the thing. If you're like here's the logic of FOMO buying the tops of trends. The only way that you make money in trading is if you buy low, sell high. Okay? So, what is the probability that this is the low? Well, throughout history, it's 0% chance. 0% of the time has this ever been the low. This is the all-time high 100% of the time. So your probability is the fucking worst. Right? Now this would be a lot better buy. This would be a lot better buy, right? But the then you have to average in is, okay, what is the probability of price coming back down here, right? Obviously you want to take trades, right? So the probability of it coming here is pretty likely, right? So you would probably want to be buying somewhere in here. Because why? Because it's recently been that price. It hasn't been this price for months, so you might have to wait months again for it to come back down there, right? I might have to get out of this short. Let's see here. I'll give it a little bit more room. So what direction is it going to go? Probably up on the high time frames. You asked for the high time frames. Probably up. If you're looking at the daily, you've lost this level. You're also rejecting off this level again. So the daily tells you down, right? So if I had to give a guess of what's going to happen on the high-ish time frames, I'm probably looking at something like this. Right? Because that's where that weekly level is that people are going to be buying down here, right? Daily is rejecting and it's bringing you back, okay? The origin of this move, right? So you've lost this level, so your entry would be somewhere in here, right? Your stop loss would be here, and you'd be shorting down to the new lows, right? Which you can just use this, honestly, it'd be fine. There you go. What about gold? This is gold. Got to get on that DMC. Been sleeping on it for too long. Yeah, bro. DMC, like, honestly, like, DMC is so incredibly, like, it's easy to start, but there's so much more to it too that you can just keep growing. Like, I'm not even good enough with it yet to be able to use it super, super well. Sir, can we trade swing trade? Yes. Do what you want, bro. Okay. Watermelon. What time frame? This one's a 15 right now. Man, I am not the right person to be sensitive to new questions. You know, the interesting thing about, you know, teaching about trading is everyone is always new. Because majority of you guys churn out within the next 3 months. You come in, you try it, you don't get rich, and you give up because you have no fucking patience, right? Majority of you do that, right? And like it's not anything about trading. That's what human nature is. Hey, I'd like to go try bowling, right? Or I'd like to go try boxing. I'd like to go try the gym. You try it for a couple months. You don't really like it. You're just doing it because you think it's going to make your life better, and then you give up because you don't actually have any discipline. Human nature. Nobody actually cares to do anything. They just want the result, right? So it's nothing specific about trading. But being an educator, it's interesting because it's like you get the exact same question every single day from somebody new. They ask, the buddy here is asking about time frames. Time frames don't matter, and it's wild. It's wild. I really need to like test my patience because it's like I need to understand that the person asking that question is always somebody new, and it's not just like for me every single day. It's the exact same questions, and I have to remind myself that like, okay, it's new people. These guys aren't just being dickheads. They actually just don't know anything. Time frames are useless. Time frame does not matter. The time frame is always the exact same no matter what. Which one should you use? All of them. Right? Which one is the best one? The monthly. Which one is the worst one? The 1 minute. There you go. That's all you need to know about time frames. Oh, and then how do you? Oh, the next question is how do you use all the time frames? What you do is you start at the top, and that's the direction it's going to go overall. And then if you go to the bottom, that's the direction it's going to go first. Right? Does that make sense? I'm going to say it again. The direction it's going to go first is the lowest time frame. So if you know dumb money concepts and you say, hey, okay, it gained a level. Okay, boom. It gained a level. Where is it going to go? It's going to go up first, right? Something like that, right? But then you see, okay, 15 minute, maybe it failed. Okay, so it'll go up first and then it'll come down because 15 minute is 15 times the length of the 1 minute. So it'll take 15 times longer. You were right. Price action is dead in December. Not at all, bro. Dead? Is this dead to you, bro? 250 ticks on the day? Like, it's the exact same as November right now. Price action in December will get slow in December 20th area. Like the last like 10 days will be slow. Not good price action all day from intraday. What are you talking about, dude? This is beautiful price action. Let me walk you through it, okay? I think I'm going to close this trade. I don't like what it's doing. I want to put the stop right above that level now. Right above like the current level. If it pushes one more tick up, I'm going to close it. That's where we're going to go. Okay. Yeah, one more tick up, we'll get out. Am I showing the spread on here? No, spread. So and why did I put them exactly there? Like that might actually be the exact top. Why? Because I know what I'm doing, okay? It's because this is the level that's lost over here, right? So we put a stop above it, right? So they go right to the level. So that might be the exact top. We'll see. I think daily is the highest time frame retail trader must use. Wrong. It's monthly. It's actually yearly, but here's actually my opinion. As a retail trader, you should not be using anything below the daily until you've made money for 2 years straight. And I know every single one of you is going to hate that. If you're trading on prop firms, it's a bit different. You're allowed to day trade on prop firms. But if you're trading your own money, do not use anything below the daily. You'll get chopped up too much. And then you'll blow everything. Yeah, okay. So I guess they didn't want to take that. The overall trend is the direction, right? We shouldn't have tried to be cheeky here. Just let it keep running. It's gonna go for those new highs, we know it, right? It's just a matter of if we got that entry or not. Okay, so we wanted to somebody wanted to know, okay, he said the price action was shit today, okay? I disagree. I'm gonna walk you through the entire day. And fucking I wish I woke up like 3 hours earlier. But I went to bed at like 1 a.m. So you know, if I should honestly be going to bed at like fucking 9 p.m. so I can wake up on time and actually look at this shit, but okay, so this was news, okay? You should not have traded the news. Okay, news hits, okay? Now, where did the news go to? Well, fucking the level that we had already marked out, okay? So right exactly to the exact price that we had already marked out, okay? We had already marked this out. We already knew that was support, okay? Boom. You see it come down, and then it fails to enter that. Great. Let me put this on my time zone. So that you wouldn't have traded that. You would have seen though that close. Great. It failed to enter it. Boom. We know it's going to be a bullish day then, okay? You can then get confirmation. You can say, hey, look at this. Market opened, right? You get another swing to the low side. You failed to make a new low. Double confirmation now that we're going to be going up. So where are we going to be going if we've just confirmed that both on the 4 hour we failed to make a new low? 4 hour failed to make a new low, which means we're going to be coming back up here, right? Okay. And then the 15 minute failed to make a new low as well. So we're going to be coming here. So at the very minimum, you could have longed right here. At the very, very minimum, you could have longed here and gone up to that level and taken that trade. Look at this. That's exactly where price went to immediately. Right? And then it rejected off of that 4 hour target. Okay? Next trade. We come back down. We failed to make a new low on the 15 again after making a new high. Boom, we're going to go for a new high. Second trade. Easy, right? Here's another thing you can look at. Okay, that was 2 trades already. Price action is actually beautiful today. Look, you gained this level. What does that mean? It's going to go to the reverse side. So we are currently in the 3rd trade of the day. Go for a new high. Where are we not going to go below? The level that we just gained. Third trade of the day. Going for the new high. You would have taken it right here. Look, you can get even more confirmation. Failures on the 15. Price action is actually fucking perfect today. There is no ambiguity. There's double confirmations on higher and lower time frames that it is all going to be going up. This is the best possible thing that you could be seeing. And somebody said that shit price action. No, this is the absolute best thing that you would ever hope for. The best thing. Plus, yeah, buddy Nash is like, good to trade with the trend. Yeah. Plus, it's also in the trend. If you lost money today, ask yourself a serious question. What the fuck you doing, man? Literally all you had to do at any time, you didn't, well, first of all, you didn't even need to know what I just explained, but I just explained to you why everything was so perfect. But even if you didn't even fucking know, all you had to do was buy. Anytime today, you would have made money. Why? It's because it's going up. Trend is up, buy. It's Q4, Christmas time, baby. Companies need to bump up those quarterly earnings. Why is everything doing so well? Well, because companies are pushing Q4 earnings reports, pushing the marketing. They're doing Black Friday sales. They're doing Christmas sales, Boxing Day sales. That's a Canadian thing. End of year sales. Thanksgiving sales. Remind you, these are all U.S. companies. So these are all holidays in North America here, okay? Sales galore. Companies are fucking cashing out. Do you know that Q4 makes 50% of the total revenue of the entire year for most companies? This last 2 months, November, December, is half of all the yearly earnings for most companies. Why do you think Apple launches their iPhone in October or whatever it is, right? Q4. Because that's the best time to launch it. Because it's the most sales. So what do you think is going to happen every single year? These companies are going to make money. And all you have to do is fucking buy. Do you see how fast everything ripped up? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Boxing Day is a Canadian holiday. It's December 26th. It is it's not like fighting boxing, it's boxing up your product, right? So let me just, like, boxes, right? Show you. Also known as Offering Day, a holiday celebrated Christmas after Christmas Day. It's for a day to donate gifts for those in need. Yeah, anyways. You box up your shit and give it away. Oh, you also celebrate in Nigeria. Interesting. I know that they do not do it in the States, though. What are the odds of the current day high being taken out? It'll happen. What do you mean? Current day, like it will happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Like an hour, like here, right? Once this candle closed. I actually did take a long, and then I just moved my stop to break even, and I got stopped out, which was a shame. But I was actually in a long here. We're just shooting for the new high. It's taking out for sure. Now let's see. Okay, it's power hour. Let's see what's going down. See if anything happens here. Gotta get back at you. Okay, so we gained. Yeah, it's just gonna freaking continue, bro. What is that level there that we got marked out?
That was Jesse Murph doing what Jesse Murph do. Gonna roll into some familiar music. It seems you keep coming back to this stuff.
So here's if it, like I mean the market is kind of ending here, but here's what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna be able to fill an order here. They're going for new highs. Yeah, I mean it's a tricky one to be. This is basically the setup right now. They're just going to shoot for that new high. Let's look at Bitcoin. I am long on Bitcoin. We had a decent momentum push here. Weekly strong so far. A few more days in the week. We should be coming up to that 100K. Wonder if anything's interesting on Bitcoin right now. Yeah, you want to use higher time frames for Bitcoin. Bitcoin day trading's lame. A little bit of chop there. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing super special to be looking at Bitcoin right now. What is that level I have here? This is nothing really, is it? Oh, it's a monthly. Oh yeah, there's probably going to be a rejection here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, this is strong area that they might reject off of because that monthly close, right? Looks like they're going to reject off here and then go for new lows. And then up here. That's my opinion. Did you use to plan before your trade? I don't know what that means, dude. Have the crazy Trump markets reduced challenge passing rates? No. They've increased them. The pass rates of challenges actually went up because gold was so incredibly easy to trade. Like it's ironic. Like you guys are always trying to find reasons as to why you're not trading well, right? The reason why you're not trading well is it's internal. It's not even your strategy. It's not your strategy. It's you. It's you as a person have a fucking mental disability that you can't sit still. That's the problem. Like 90% of the people listening that are not making money consistently, it's because you have a mental disability. It has nothing to do with the market, has nothing to do with your strategy. It is solely off the basis that you're unable to sit still and be patient with things. Right? So I get so many questions, you know, like the Trump question there, right? Because you're assuming that there's something wrong with the market right now, and that's not why you're not making money, right? Oh, Trump doing these crazy things is causing the market to go crazy. No, the market is completely normal, right? Craziness for the market is normal. That is a given. Random spikes in different directions, wars, fear, greed, exuberance, all of this jazz. That is a normal thing. Emotions are what runs the market. Okay? That is the normal case for the market. So there is nothing different. It's just a different thing that's causing it. Okay? Oh, Trump's in office now. Different now. That's the reason why I'm losing. No, it's the fucking exact same. It just spikes randomly sometimes. So you have to be prepared. Right? Same with the news. News event fucked me. No, you fucked yourself. You knew the news was going to be there. And if you decided to take the trade, it's because you are unable to sit still. Same thing. Market open. Oh, market open fucked me. Went crazy. You know, they baited me. No, you could have just waited until after market open. You could have just waited for candle close to tell you what direction it's going to go. Right? Hardest skill is just do nothing. Isn't that crazy, hey? So how do we fix our mental illness? Right? First of all, let's identify what is the mental illness. The mental illness is that you are a dopamine addict, okay? That is a mental illness. If you are addicted to adrenaline and dopamine, you have something wrong with your brain. Mental illness, boom, okay? How do you fix that? Well, you tap yourself on the head and you do 3 circles around while reciting the U.S. national anthem. I'm just kidding. There's no thing you do. What you do is you start living a more peaceful, calm life, and you train yourself how to sit still. How do you train yourself how to sit still? Because that's the challenge of trading. Maven Shorts just said it, right? Hardest skill is doing nothing and watching the markets. So if you want to get better at that skill, what do? You do nothing. You do more of nothing. You don't. So that's the irony with trading. Is like people are always trying to find a strategy. They're trying to fix it. They're trying to solve the problem. No, that's counterintuitive. It's the exact opposite. You want to do nothing. You don't want to solve a problem. You don't want to find a solution. You don't want to keep developing a strategy because now you're doing something. What you want to do is sit there and do nothing. And I know it sucks. Read a book. Like read a book, sit and meditate, watch the leaves flow, right? Calm yourself down every single day. Go outside with your shoes off and like fucking smell the dirt. I don't know. That's a calming thing maybe. Don't scroll on your phone while you're waiting for trades because guess what? Dopamine addiction. Don't invite over a bunch of girls and do fucking lines off their asshole. Guess what? That's not going to make you a better trader. That's not how you should be spending your weekends. You should be sitting there doing nothing. Go for a walk. I know it sounds so gay. Boom, there we go. We got the new high for the day. Right. See, that was the level they bought off of, right? You can see the exact level, right? Exactly the level right there. Exactly where we put the thing. Mind you, probably don't want to be, you wouldn't have wanted a wide stop like that, but you get the picture, right? Doom scrolling has made me miss trades. Yeah, doom scrolling is. I feel hungover if I scroll on my phone. I'm not even joking, you bro. If I scroll on my phone for too long, I feel hungover and lethargic, and my head hurts. You start looking at ass, bro. Yeah, exactly. I quit fucking looking at women. I mean, it's like that, honestly, like women is like my biggest addiction, right? That's my thing, right? It's like not like to the crazy extent, but like validation and approval from like women. That's my kind of downfall, right? Like I'm always like, that's why I work hard. That's, why I go to the gym, right? That's why I do all these things, right? It's the pursuit of acquiring bigger and better tits or whatever, you know what I mean? And then like obviously like your Instagram feed is just full of like porn star fucking OnlyFans things, right? And it's completely toxic and disgusting. So I try to quit it. I don't look at that stuff much anymore, and it's calming me down a bit. Yeah, ass is just ass. Yeah, the funny thing is, it's like you've seen a million of them, bro. You've seen a million set of tits, and you still like, oh wow, I want to see these ones, bro. How many you got to see? Like, you have to realize it's addiction at that point when like I've seen this.
Looking at ass, or it's gonna make beginners start buying their meme coins.
I've seen this shit before. I know how it turns out. Just a couple lumps. It's like you can't stop looking though. You fucking get zoned in, bro. When you're scrolling, it's like, I know I don't want to see this shit. It's retarded content, but it's just kind of cute. Right, boys. Yeah, so maybe I'll wrap it up there. Like, everything happened that we said was going to happen here right now. I closed out. I had some QQQ running here. I closed out some just because Edgefinder's telling, like, we're at this level here now, right? These highs. Right, I'll put it on NQ, right? We're at these highs now, which potential rejection here. I still want to be long. Edgefinder is telling me that the sentiment is rather bullish now, and we're also getting pretty bad unemployment rates coming in. So market scanner. So Edgefinder is actually telling me that NASDAQ is bearish now, which is interesting. I guess it's kind of neutral, but crowd's bullish, right? We're at tops, so you know there's not a whole lot more for it to go. And then we had the ADP this morning, and ADP fucking flopped, right? So that's an unemployment sort of stuff, right? All labor market stuff. Unemployment rate. When does the unemployment rate come out? What is the unemployment rate? Honestly, I don't give a fuck about Canadian. This is US only. Unemployment claims is next week. Yeah. FOMC statement on the 10th too. Yeah. Next week is a big news week. I don't think they're not doing NFP. There's no NFP. Wait, oops. Non-farm. Wait. Employment change. NFP. There's no NFP. Unemployment rate. Yeah. Maybe this is like, I don't know. They changed it or something. I'm confused. I don't know, bro. Anyways, we got some big news next week. So start to just prepare ourselves. I still think that unemployment data is bad. They're hiding it. Yeah. The thing is, AI is basically covering the asses of unemployment. So like the tech stocks can still do fine. I still think we're going to come for these highs in the next few days. So I'm just kind of positioning myself a little bit safer in case there is a drop at some point. And then just we can buy up some dips and shit. But yeah, I think that's all for today. I'm perfectly happy with that day. Made a little bit of money, so cool. No NFP this week. Yeah, weird, right? So I'm not sure if they delayed it, but it's next month. They're not doing NFP in December, I guess. Cool. I'll see you guys later. See you tomorrow. I think we might be live earlier tomorrow. Let's see schedule. We'll see how early I can get up. Maybe nooner.